Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Here we are going to discuss some miraculous ladybug theories from the show Miraculous Ladybug. Maybe review some episodes and point out things that you've missed. Now, I'm sure that you all by now heard the theory that Adrain is a senti-monster and so is Felix, both created by the holder of the Peacock Miraculous, or in this case, the former holder of the Peacock Miraculous, aka Emily Agrest. But I am here today to throw that theory out of the window. Because at first, I believed it. I'm not gonna lie, I believed it. Okay? But then I saw some things that made it like, no, it's not. It's not right. So now I believe that Adrian is not a senti-monster, but Felix still is because I can't find a way to prove that Felix isn't a senti-monster because all the all the evidence stands out that he's a senti-monster. And it also explains why Felix would only want the Peacock Miraculous and not any other Peacock Miraculous. Like, there are so many better Miraculouses than the Peacock. Like, why would he want the Peacock? It doesn't make any sense. So, let's dig in. And if you have any notes, please leave them in the comments because I would like to review them. Now, why did I want not Adrian to be a senti-monster? Because I cannot accept the fact that Adrian would be a senti-monster. And besides, it won't make any sense. Why would he disobey his father if he was a senti-monster? His father would be fully in control if he was a senti-monster. Now, we all noticed by now that when Gabriel rubs his ring, Adrian is unable to resist any commands from his father. He just can't. No matter what he does, he just can't resist. And besides, did you all notice that he just changes when his father rubs his ring? It's so weird. That's why a lot of people decided that, okay, Adrian's the monster and the amok is in the Grand Vanilla Twin Rings. But notice how Gabriel has to be rubbing his ring. He can't just be wearing it and Adrian will accept his commands. Like, no, he has to rub the ring. He just can't be wearing it and say, Adrian, go to your room, or Adrian, you're going to be a model, or any of that. He just has to rub the ring. He can't just wear it. Now, like I said before, a lot of people say that the Grand Vanilla Twin Rings must have the amok that controls Adrian and Felix. But what if the Grand Vanilla Twin Rings are just miraculous in disguise and they don't actually hold anything? They just hold the power of persuasion. Now, I know this is all sort of outside of the box, but I really believe that these are just miraculouses. They're not objects that hold the amok, because if they were, it wouldn't be like that. Adrian would be fully under control. Am I right? Now, they must hold the power of persuasion or the power of mind control or something like that, because when Gabriel rubs the ring, he just can't resist. And it's like magic. He just can't. And if you're asking about the Kwamis, they must have done something to them because, we don't see any Kwamis. But I believe that they're miraculous. It's like, there's proof. I have proof. And trust me, it's good. It's good proof. And let's not forget that Gabriel has the grimoire. Like, he might have was able to understand a little bit of something. And this is how you trap the Kwamis or leave them. And each miraculous has a camouflage mode. And it must be like that, because how else would it be? But we all know that the mother box, aka the miraculous box that we know that the ladybug is a guardian of, is kind of like the mother box. It's the mother box, and it has every single miraculouses except for the butterfly and the peacock. And we haven't seen anything about rings. And there is only one ring, and it's a black cat. I think there's only one ring. But what if these are lost miraculouses? Like the eagle miraculous from the New York special. Like, if you guys remember the final scene in the New York special when the guardian shows up and tells Eagle to hand over her miraculous so he could keep them safe, we see a section for two rings that were intersect, like the scene from Felix at the beginning. What if that's the section for the Grand Vanilla Twin Rings? Or they're not even the grand vanilla twin rings, and they're just the twin rings of something, right? And we've got to assume that Amelie gave these rings to her twin sister, Emily, to propose to Gabriel. And they all knew that they had a special power. Like, okay, maybe they might have been like family heirlooms or something. They might have been family heirlooms, but they don't tell us that. Or maybe Amelie found them the same way that uh, Emily and Gabriel found the peacock, butterfly, and the grimoire. Like, think about it. And if you guys remember, the eagle was a lost miraculous as well, and it was lost. No one knew what it was. They all just thought it was a necklace or an artifact, or maybe a symbol of truce. Who knows? And there was also a scene in the episode Collector, episode 1, season 2, where Gabriel had a ring or two. I couldn't see it from the picture, but 1 or 2 rings in the box where he put his butterfly miraculous. What if that's the box that he keeps the miraculouses in, and he doesn't put the peacock in because it's a bad reminder, even though he can't forget and just move on. Now, I have a theory on why Felix, and only Felix, is a senti-monster that is kind of different than the one on the internet, I think. So, I have a theory that Amelie she just couldn't give birth for some reason, and she really admired Adrian. So, Emily, as the good sister, she decided to use the Peacock Miraculous and form a senti-monster like her son and give it to Amelie for him to be Amelie's son, and Amelie called him Felix. And she put the mug in one of the Grand Vanilla twin rings. Makes sense why Felix would want them. Let's not forget that Felix always admired the rings, but when he grew up and found out what power they hold, he wanted them. Or at least wanted one so he could be in control of his life. But then he found out that not just the rings will control his life, but also the Peacock Miraculous, because if anyone got in the control of it and decided, I want to kill him, they'll put him out of existence. It's just the snap of their fingers and Felix is gone. So it would make sense why he wanted only the Peacock Miraculous. And I also remember that Thomas Ostruck, the director of the show, said that Adrian is not a senti-monster. Live, I think, I'm not sure, but I just can't find the clip. But he did say that Adrian is not a senti-monster, which just kind of proves my point. So, in the comments, if you have any notes, prove me wrong.